Hey, what's up everybody? It's Valar. Hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to do another video on Age of Magic. I'm really enjoying playing this game. It's a cool game, a lot of fun, and I'm trying to do this series from a perspective of the casual guy. You know, the guy that's not going to spend a whole lot of money on the game, not going to whale out. I did spend $7 on the game for the lucky package, which was $5, and the $2 energy package, and I think it came with a little bit of energy and things like that. And it did get me pretty far. I mean, I've only been playing this is my 4th day now, and I've already grinded up to level 25. I could see where if you didn't have that energy package, you wouldn't be able to progress as fast as this. Now, it's not that big of a deal, but heck, it was kind of nice to do it. Personally, I'm not going to spend any more money on the game, most likely, because I want to create this to give it to the guy who's most trying to be as efficient as possible with this. And in that regard, this video is going to be about efficiency and what should you farm first. Right, you get energy a couple times a day, and then you get, in the top left, there's the Valley of Treasures energy, 2 forms of energy, Valley of Treasures energy, and then like your regular campaign energy. And the light and dark campaign use the same energy, and you can only run 5 hard nodes a day per node, right? So, and they take up 12 energy, so you can burn through this a lot. You don't have a lot of max energy when you're newer, but you level up quicker, and they do give you a little bit of energy when you level up. But what I wanted to make this video on is what should you focus on when you're a brand new player. You could see, you know, I only started with, I think, like Roland and a couple of these players, but as you keep progressing, you unlock a bunch of these characters, and then they even give you like a free demon and this saber-tooth guy. I think I got for like clicking the like button on Facebook or something like that. But anyway, and what I think you should focus on as a brand new player to put all your efforts into farming kobolds. And you're going to want to farm kobolds because they unlock rock at some point in the game. But you need every single one of these. You don't need every single one of them. You need 5 characters to be level 5 gear, 5-star, and level 50 to be able to unlock rock. After you unlock rock, I think his shards actually show up in some of the stores. So you unlock them at 5 stars, and then you got to buy more shards to get to the 6 and 7-star. But the reason there's 7 kobolds in the game. So this is Atima, Grok, Shni, Torak, and Jag. And also Kobold or something like that. What is it? Kobolak, okay? Kobolak. And Worm Priest. So you got to pick 5 of these. My opinion is you should pick the 5 I have right here. The reason for that is they seem to be the easiest to farm. So if you want to be efficient, at the beginning of the game, once you kind of progress through the little tutorial stuff, I would focus your efforts on farming these guys. And it's because they're on several nodes. If you look at Soothsayer's Atima, now this one I think is actually, you know, if you look at AOMDB.com, they have her in the A tier for the tier list. So she actually, I guess, would still be pretty good. But you may not use some of these long term. It's kind of the beginner type thing, but you want it to be able to unlock rock. Now, the other reason too is, look at this. Okay, so far I'm only through part of, like, I want to say Act 2 on the normal campaign. I've finished all heroic on Act 1. She's in 2 nodes on the heroic in Act 1, Chapter 7 and Chapter 15, and also Chapter 6 of the Valley of Treasures. So you've got 3 nodes in which to farm her daily, right? 3 nodes to farm her daily is pretty cool. So you should be able to farm her fairly quickly, fairly efficiently if you just focus your efforts on her. Now, I'll show you the other ones. Grok, he's got, I think, 2 nodes. Now, I do not buy them at the market or the Valley shop or anything. Don't buy any farmable characters there because you would really be wasting your energy, wasting your resources, excuse me, doing that, because they can be farmed with energy. So Grok has 2 places you can farm him in the beginning. Act 1, Stage 5 on Heroic, and Act 1, Chapter 14 on Heroic. So I would farm Grok as well. He's got 2 nodes you can farm him on, so that's pretty good too. They all seem to have at least 2 or 3 nodes on these 5. So it should be pretty straightforward to farm them up. It's the most efficient way to farm at first. And then this one has 3 as well. Shni. Act 1, Chapter 4, Act 1, Chapter 9, and Act 1, Chapter 4 of Valley of Treasures. So 3 different nodes to farm Shni on. That's pretty good, right? You're in the beginning. You got multitude of ways to farm her. I would say also, once you unlock these nodes, just try to farm them. I'm not really going to push to progress too far until I can farm these guys up a little bit more. you know, I may do a little bit of progressing in the campaign, but my main focus, just to keep myself hyper focused and hyper efficient, is going to be on these kobolds. Torak, let's see where Torak is at. So Torak is also available in the market and arena. Do not buy him there. He's got two nodes as well. 2 nodes on the heroic campaign. So stage 1 throws a lot of kobold stuff at you. And then this one, Jag, I think he's in 2, possibly 3 locations. 2 locations. Again, Act 1 and heroic. So Act 1 and heroic gives you a heck of a lot of these kobolds. So those 5, I would say build them up. Now the way you might want to do it is, I don't know if you want to spread it evenly. There's all kind of thought. I think it all works out in the end anyway. You could do balanced farming on them where, okay, let's say you got 1 to 2 star. Okay, then take a break on that one, get the next 1 to 2 star, take a break on that one, get the next one. You know, go 1 star at a time on them, or you could just try to farm all their nodes with all the energy you get all day long. I'm not 100% sure yet if you get enough energy to farm every single one of those nodes. You might, and I'm going to try it out, so that way you can just farm them all continuously, which would be ideal if you get enough energy from that. So that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on, is just building up the kobolds. You know, I just hit level 25 where challenges get unlocked. These are pretty straightforward. You just go in here and kind of do a couple things and get a couple little rewards. And then campaign, you do need to actually get friends to push you further in the campaign. You know, at some of this level, I have been only 2-starring a couple of these things, even with a good roster and everything too. There's some significantly more difficult nodes on here, which is nice. You know, they give you a little bit of a challenge to actually progress through. But that's my opinion right now. I would say you want to farm, stay focused on building up kobolds. That should be your main goal at this point of the game. Your first week, you really just did the tutorial and everything. You kind of unlocked a few things. Don't spread yourself too thin. Every one of these games, you could spread yourself way too thin. Focus on these 5 kobolds to build up so you can get Rock. So let's see what Rock actually does. Take a look at the index. I think he's actually considered a beastman. He's a caster. Yeah, here he is. He's in one of the little story modes that you do too. And he's a sorcerer. So his abilities, he's got a firebolt attack on his A1. He got A2, which is a powerful spell that deals considerable damage to an enemy with a frost spike. And then he's another fireball, dealing fire damage to all enemies, so a fire AoE. And then all enemies take damage and skip 1 turn with a frozen prison. So he's got 2 AoEs. He's a pretty good character if you would ask me. I mean, 2 AoEs, and he's got this firebolt and frostspike abilities as well. So focus on that because you'll be able to get this guy. The next focus you want to do as well is you'll be able to fight an arena once you're at this, I think, stage 15, level 15. And in arena, the other thing to focus on, because eventually you're going to get to where you can also unlock Succubus, which is a demon-like event character. You want to don't buy the kobolds in here because they're already farmable, even though it shows like Torak there, and that's what I'm focusing on. Here you want to buy this guy, Zart, because he's actually only available in shops and everything too. You can't farm him other than shops. So for my arena side, I'm farming Zart on the arena tokens or whatever these things are called that they give you. So that's where I would focus. Or very early game, your first weekend, build a plan and stick to it. I mean, from what I remember from my experience of other games, hero collectors like this, it may take a month or so to actually farm up all those kobolds to where you would need them to unlock Rock in that event. But just stick to the plan, do it, you'll be okay. That would be my recommendation, to stick with the plan right now. I'm going to keep grinding this game a little bit and be able to get in a clan probably here in 3 levels or something. I think it's level 28. Really having some fun with this game. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like what you've seen and you want to follow this series and you're kind of growing your account, or you're a newer player, or if you just find it useful to maybe refresh, have an alt account or whatever, hit the subscribe button. I'm doing this stuff in bite-sized chunks so you can see the journey along the way. I'm a newer player myself right now. I will get to endgame in this because I have experience with these type of games. But I'm doing this so everybody can have a resource and everybody can do it, come back and see them in little sizes, what they should focus on. So I should be back in the next few days, probably early next week, with another video to see how things have progressed. And again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you very much. Cheers.